So, last week we left off with you guys defeating a goblin lookout just outside the mouth of a cave, which you guys can see. That's pretty much it. So, what do you guys want to do?
Can I go start with the dinner real quick and then come right back? Well, we definitely want to go in the cave,
Yes.
though.
Yeah, we definitely want to go in the cave where we're done looking at everything out here. I mean, we just did a battle. True.
I'm sort of standing at the cave opening and like looking at you guys and looking in and looking at you guys and looking in.
Is the
Waiting
cave
for someone
is the
to
cave
push
dark? Just a general glance in. Does it look like pitch black inside, or is there torch lighting?
You can see a fair way into it. There is like natural light. My connection to the server has been interrupted.
So is mine. Oh, but it's good now.
Fuck's
It went
sake,
away.
Roll 20. This is where we find out the servers are just crashing. Yeah, you can see like a part way into it. There is some natural light that's spilling in through the entrance of the cave itself. So you can see a fair bit into it, but as it goes deeper, like you can see that like it gets darker and darker and darker. So the further in you go, like the less you'll be able to see without light.
Right.
So yeah, for the immediate time being, you don't need to be lighting any torches. You don't need to light any illumination spells. You should be good for like the
For a few
foreseeable future. I'll tell you when.
I'm sure someone's proficient in, I don't know what it would be, thievery maybe or something, to check to see if there's traps.
That's just perception.
Oh, it is just perception?
You can do a perception check if you want, no?
Someone who's actually like proficient in it would be nice. I am unproficient. I'm bringing up the idea and I'm looking for volunteers.
I'm proficient in it. All right.
Yeah, take a look.
I guess
for any,
I'll do
like,
a perception check for any traps or anything.
Yeah, she's looking for ground or roof-based traps.
Can you find it, Trix? It's under skills.
Oh, I forgot. I had to roll it. Oh, God. Okay, there it goes.
There's nothing you can see. There's nothing on the floor. There's definitely nothing above you for sure.
She got a critical.
So
she got a critical 20.
She did, but lowest roll.
Thought we did away with that.
Yeah, but not for the skills, because no offense, Noel, I'm not changing them individually for every fucking skill that you've all got, because I have to do it on everyone's character sheet one at a time. I was like, I will lose the will to live. So yeah, like combat is a lot more straightforward, but your skills are still the same. So rip. But yeah, there's nothing of any alarm in front of you, towards the cave entrance, or like, you know, for the amount of the cave that you can see, there's nothing on the floor. There's nothing above you. Like, it seems pretty safe, is what we're going with.
So we move forward, maybe 2 or 3 tiles?
If that's what you want to do, go for it. Sorry, I'm still like stuffing my face. It's fine. You munch away. I haven't got any snacks near me.
I tap Trixy on the shoulder and I do like the point to the eyes and then the point around the corner.
No, so the corner.
Yeah, I see like steps that go. Are those up or down? So yeah, I give her that look, like, take a peek. But I don't say anything.
Oh, shit. You're smaller, you should. Can I roll another perception check for any traps on the stairs?
Yep.
Alright. Oh, God.
You still don't see anything to alarm you, so it still feels like safe enough for you guys to move forward.
Okay.
I love your cats. Right, as you like come towards the corner and you start making a way up the stairs, you start to hear some sort of low growling noises, and sort of like the faint clinking of chains, but you're not quite sure what's going on just yet.
Are you proficient in stealth, Trixie?
Yes.
Why don't you try and stealth in?
Okay, that's a
Just
dexterity
basically
roll.
just stealth right in there. We currently have element of surprise to anything that's in there. It would be really nice to like get a visual.
Yeah, under your
Be a
skills,
stealth
there's one
roll.
that says stealth.
I am definitely not stealthy. I'm -3 because of my armor.
Mm.
You don't quite make the quietest of entrances, which means that the growling noises get louder, but you are now able to see where the noises are coming from.
The rock with the
Trixie just
holes?
walked in. No, there's like little models.
Oh, there they are. I didn't see them.
They're
Fuck, I
the
hate
little
you.
white wolves.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, they blend in so well. I could legit
yeah,
not see them for a second.
Yeah, is it 3 of them? Am I seeing
I
that
see
correctly?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's
I thought it was the
one-
rock with the holes that was making the
one
growling
above
noise.
Trixie
Oh,
and
she
2 in front
she
of her.
has Trixie. You're proficient in animal handling, aren't you? As
Mhm.
a ranger. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Try and just like dog whisper them. To give them the spray them with the water
I mean,
bottle
for
or
the-
something.
Calm opposed to dominance.
Bite their tail.
For the time being, they are actually chained up, so these wolves can't get to you where you're stood, but it would be
Perfect.
advisable not to get any closer.
They don't look friendly. Yeah, I'm sure animal handling can apply here, where we can make them basically docile. Like you go in as friend and basically like feed them or something, and they become relatively tame to at least
Alright,
our
well,
presence for a
That
bit.
would be.
It's an
that'd be a
I'm sure it's
roll,
animal
wouldn't it?
handling. I just don't know how Kedders wants to play it out. If it's going to be 3 times or whatnot.
No, it's just one for all 3.
That's kind of what I
Um,
thought.
Okay.
yeah. So if you do an animal handling roll,
God.
it does not
Oh,
work.
Shit.
It doesn't work, and you've kind of pissed them off.
It's all Noel's fault. It's all his fault.
Well, there's not really any way for us to walk around them without them getting to us. So we're gonna have to kill one, aren't we?
Mal, do you have anything that could like
Maybe not
silence
one.
this area?
I don't know.
You have like an animal soothing song to put them to sleep.
Actually, do we know like how
That's an
long
idea.
can we know how long their chains reach? Like do they come up right to where
I ass-
Trixie is right this moment, essentially?
I assume the cable's like taut because they see us and they're like right at the end of their leads.
Keep going.
Negative.
You're still safe.
Yeah, these animals are like ravenous.
Well, they're blatantly guard animals. They've been trained to attack anything other than their masters on site. So now that Trixie's kind of angered them, they are slowly starting to like pull on the chains, which are nailed into the floor with a metal spike. So whatever you guys are going to be doing, I would advise you do it quickly.
Yeah. I like give Trixie the wave like to come back.
There's no other way, though. We have to go that way.
I mean,
maybe
we
kill
haven't
one
really
of them?
looked around too much. I'd
You-
rather deal with this problem before it comes back to bite us. You know what I mean? Because it inevitably will come
you're
back to
right.
bite us.
Yeah, you're right. You can just ignore the threat for the time being and move on. But throughout the entire thing, they will still be struggling against their chains, and it will be a
I
lot
know
more
we're here.
difficult to handle if, like, you are doing something else at the time, and they
I
unexpectedly
turn back to
come out of
Mal.
nowhere.
So about any of those, any of those spells?
Okay, so here's my question.
Shoot.
How would like Tasha's hideous laughter if Sony's option was like, how does a wolf laugh?
Well, you've kind of answered that question for yourself anyway.
Someone suggested putting them to sleep. Who was that?
Can any of you do that? Because you and Stony are the only two with spells, and I recall that neither of you have anything to do that.
Oh right, it has to be
I-
intelligence of 4, doesn't it?
I
Gotcha.
just say I technically have 2 spell-like things, but I don't remember what they are, and I don't have it open. And no, it's not sleeping. One of them's healing, and the other one I think is to sense danger around.
I can answer that one. Danger is here.
Yes, I know.
Points at the snarling beasts.
So why don't it's like, why don't we take one of them out at a time before they just break loose from their chains and come attack us?
Speaking of,
It's like, 'cause, yeah, the longer we stand here, the more they're going to be struggling against those chains and coming loose.
two of the wolves, whilst you're having this discussion, have managed to like loosen the spikes that the chain attached to the floor with. So things are getting a bit worrying.
Perfect.
I think
My character's
Stony-
smiling.
Stony kind of makes a few rude hand gestures, and at this point I'm gonna try and use prestidigitation to make like a rather angry cat sort of appear behind them to try and like distract them with.
That's a good
Okay.
idea.
Fine. Go ahead. As I look at all these numbers and cry.
And I just, how do I actually roll?
I think it's an
for that.
Arcana check.
I wouldn't know. I was just gonna get her to roll a
Like
d20.
the spell works regardless. The spell, if she wants to make a cat, the way that spell works as an at-will power is a cat appears. It's you're having to decide whether or not it's actually going to work. So I think it would be her making an Arcana check versus some kind of DC that you make up.
Yeah, go on then. I've picked a number that I'm gonna use.
You said just roll what, Arcana?
Arcana is a skill you have.
It's the third.
Or you sing everything, right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So it would be like performance.
The cat does definitely appear behind the two wolves that are like directly in front of Trixie. However, because they are beasts, they are not smart enough to really have it take any effect on them. So considering the fact that like it wasn't there before and they're a lot more focused on you, they kind of don't notice it. So it's still going to sit there. There's just going to be a cat in the background. But
I point and I say, that was awesome effort.
Stoney seems quite pleased. Something actually fucking worked.
Yeah, we got to make a move, guys.
I'm still smiling. And I'm like, one of those chains is going to give and one of those dogs is going to rush us. And we only have to fight them one at a time. Haha, today's a good day.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but two of them just broke free.
Perfect.
Okay, so we need to fight.
Yes.
We can only it's 25 we can move, right?
I mean, I saw this coming, so I want to move everybody back, like out of that cave, back into the grassy area where we were.
And that's where you want to go?
That's where we all want to go.
This is combat now, so your speed affects how far you can move each turn now.
Right. Right, so we all take our first move action. I guess because I saw it coming, we didn't really have like a surprised element, so we were able to use our first move actions.
Mm-hmm.
And two of those wolves are barreling right behind us out of the cave. But one of them is still tied up?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so order is Trixie, me, Noel, Chevy, and Mal.
Okay.
Alright, so me first. Well, I probably need to move off to the side because I don't want to hit Noel.
Right. Thank you.
It would be comical.
Every square across the water will count as 2, by the way.
Okay. How many moves do I have again?
What's your
5.
speed? 25,
I think
isn't it?
we all can move 5. 25.
Alright, I'll go here. And I will use my longbow and fire a shot at the dog right in the front.
Beautiful.
All right.
Do it, girl. Nice number.
I was finding the page. Okay, yeah, you definitely hit him. So you've notched your arrow, fired it towards the wolf that is hurtling towards Noel, and have stopped it in its tracks, dealing 12 projectile damage. The arrow has lodged itself into his front shoulder, and as it does, the wolf howls out in pain.
Oh, poor wolf.
And before PETA shows up.
Okay, I'm done.
No, it's me. If I count going over Noel as 2, then yeah, that's gets me where I need to be. I'd assume DT's just going to hit it, so we're going to hit it. She misses anyway. Rip.
My turn.
That means it's Noel's turn. Yeah.
That was I can move through. I can move through DT because she's a character class bigger.
It
without
just
having,
counts as 2.
yeah, without having to do anything. And I grapple this thing and try and shove it into the water.
Athletics.
Yeah, whatever the strength one is. Yeah, athletics. Yeah, you're right. So let's see.
You make a good attempt. You manage to wrestle with the wolf itself, but you don't manage to move it. It's pretty steadfast in where it stood. So it's
I take my 2 more and I get the fuck out of there.
yeah, right. Sounds sensible.
I tried to Dale Gribble him, and it totally failed. And I had to retreat.
That's my turn.
Tunnel between your legs.
Okay, so that's my turn. So that should be 5, counting 2 to go through Trixie. And I'm just gonna whack the shit out of him with my longsword. At least I'm gonna try.
All right. Nah, you just miss. Just miss.
Of course I did. I'm like the worst paladin ever.
Well, I mean, the wolf sees you to the side. Like he can see all of you. He's very aware of like where all of you are, and he's taking advantage of the very small space that you've led them into. So as he notices you swing the sword towards him, he kind of like dodges slightly out of the way.
He's smart, but it's not fair.
He's smart enough. Survival instincts.
So I'm done.
It leaves Mal.
Oh god, the other one came loose.
I'm going to where's Noel? Okay, there's Noel. I can see him. Look towards Noel and kind of shout out some sort of vague, but they sound like
Sound an awful
encouragement.
lot like some Bryan Adams, I think, maybe?
Yeah,
Some Summer of
definitely.
69.
Absolutely. And use my bardic inspiration.
You can press the button now.
Ooh.
I forget if I have to roll for anything for that or not.
It'll be in the...
No, there's no roll.
Okay.
But if you want everyone
can-
to see what you're doing, you can go into the spell book and actually like cast spell or something like that, and it'll come up on the screen and it'll tell a little bit about the spell. Kedders added that feature. Let's all thank her, everybody.
Yay, Kedders.
Thanks, Kedders.
It was for the benefit of me, really, rather than you guys.
It's true.
It's so I can keep track of
Yay,
what's happening.
Kedders.
Nicely done, Kedders.
Effect none. I've written in the wrong box. That's all right. I've written it down. So Noel's got an extra D6 for his next attack, or his other attacks afterwards. He just has to decide whether he's using it before he actually rolls his attack roll.
So it's on the attack roll.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you.
So it's my go. It's not Trixie's go at all. It's my go. You're all fucked. You guys have problems because the wolf at the front has his friends behind and around him. He's gonna hit a shit ton harder. So obviously he's gonna attack DT because DT is directly in front of him. So that one is, where is this? Bite. 2d floor plus 2.
Jesus.
Okay. but that's not it. It's got an advantage on an attack roll, so I guess that just means I add something to his
Advantage just means
hit.
+2 on attack roll.
Okay, give me a second. Well, he misses Deet's character. Just, but misses nonetheless. Time for his buddies. Right, the second wolf is going to attack Chevy's character. So that's oh well. It's because my button is control. I hate this thing. Fuck push to talk, Riley. Shit, where did it put me? Ah, I see you all. What's your AC, Chevy?
18.
Well, he doesn't hit you either.
Good.
The last wolf isn't able to actually get to any of you due to his two fellow wolves being in
He's
the
getting
way.
diva body blocked.
Very much. So, right the way back round to Trixie.
She might have gotten up.
That's okay, I was reading something, so I wasn't paying attention anyway. The sugar's not working. Oh, I was right. I need to reopen DT's character sheet because it fucking closed it.
I can easily have it, like just my copy, my physical copy open. If you need to ask any DT numbers, just ask me. I'll have it ready.
All right.
Like her AC and shit.
Yeah. Do you think Trixie got up? We blame the children. I like these
What?
wolf models.
I'm here. I thought you.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. I thought they were still attacking Chevy. Okay. I
Mm-mm.
thought the other one was.
Sorry.
All right. Oh gosh, you're helpful. All right, I'm gonna move up one, so that way I have that little space and I'm closer and can get a better shot and take out this first wolf.
Just point blank them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, almost. Yeah. No, you. The first one, yeah.
Yeah.
She point blank that one right in front of her.
Yeah. Well, that one fired solidly into his side. So that's upset the wolf. He's looking
Excellent.
very worse for wear. You can see a large amount of blood pouring from the wound on his side as well. So he's not long left for this world. Poor wolf.
I'm sad now.
Just out of curiosity, out of context, this over here, is this part of the wall or can we actually be here?
That's wall.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to check. Thank you.
That's okay. I didn't make the map, so it's not as clear as
You
I'd
could
like it to
scale
be.
it. You would just have to make a
Well, my character
Acrobatics.
couldn't.
I think acrobatics.
No, no, no. This bit is solid. This is like cave wall. This is like, in order to do anything to that, you'd have to take a pickaxe to the fucker.
Spelunk it.
So, Trixie, were you done then?
Yeah.
Yeah, which means it's DT's one. She doesn't hit it.
Boo.
No.
Are you allowed to do a secondary? Like, are you allowed to move after you attack?
If you have some spaces left, like your move action
Yeah.
is complete when you've done all 5
Like,
spaces. So you can take
as
2,
in
attack, and take
for
2 or 3.
Like, as in for DT's character, she didn't move, but she's clearly in the way right this moment. Can she move after she just tried an attack?
She's not
If-
totally in the way because you've seen me go like between her legs. So you know
Okay.
I have freedom of movement, and then you two are basically like willing to go through the water and stuff, and the bards just slaying magic from the background. So everything's perceived to be like a-okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That and the fact that he's quite small, so he can actually fit in that gap between the wall and the wolf anyway. So I'm letting him get
Okay.
away with it.
I was just saying
That and the fact that I can't be asked to do any roleplay, and it's not my character, so I'm just doing attack rolls, and that's about
Right.
it.
Well, she has no magic yet either, does she?
Yeah, exactly. So
So she's got nothing but attack rolls and like diplomacy.
Mhm.
She speaks Draconic to it. It has no effect. I'm gonna just sweep between her legs, make a big ass attack roll, and then retreat.
Get nuts. Yeah, you don't do anything to that wolf.
See ya, sucker.
That wolf just kind of looks at you and laughs at that point. Rip for no.
Stony just frowns. Clearly, his tune did not have the desired effect.
Oh yeah, you didn't say whether you wanted to use your dice, but you didn't say yes or no, so that means you didn't use it. So you've got it for the next one if you want.
Yep. I was gonna save her for a heal.
You can do that.
Oh, good
I'll
idea.
let you do that.
So that's my turn then?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm going to attack the one that is very damaged already in hopes to kill the damn thing, or at least damage it more. We shall see. With my longsword.
Oh, you do. You hit it and you
Yeah.
slice off. You slice off the wolf's head.
Oh
Woo!
shit!
Nice.
My character's like hyped by that. Like, yeah!
Yeah, whoop, whoop, whoop.
It just means that the one that was behind it has now
Right.
moved over the top of his body and in front of you all. So
You
you're
hear
still
Stony
flanking.
say, "That's so metal."
If one's standing on a body, he loses advantage because it's mounted terrain.
Mhm.
I'm done, by the way.
Right, shields up.
Yeah, it's Mal's turn. And then I'm gonna bite you all in the knees.
I don't think I'm within range for like. I mean, I haven't been moving. I mean, can I get within range from here with my size to use my rapier or no?
No.
How tall? What are you again? Like, how big are you?
Dwarf.
She is dwarf. But then again,
It's like 4 foot, isn't it?
like I specifically have halfling nimbleness. You can move through a space of any creature that is a size larger than yours. So I can only do that to people like 6 foot plus, and you don't have that skill, so I don't think.
I think Stony starts giving like his best, like smoldering stageman glare and starts like warming up his voice.
You can move through the water.
They do count as 2, though. Where did you start?
I was like back here, I think, so I was just kind of coming over here.
Why aren't you in the center? That's fair. It was upsetting my OCD.
I mean, if you stood like in the water, you might get a shot on like the hind quarters of that wolf, way down the way that's also in the water. And I think you started here.
Yeah, I think I'll wait till next because I don't think
Alright.
Stoney's gonna play in one.
You can do that. He is a bit of a scaredy cat, so you can sit it out.
Just shout some encouraging words. Just like strums us some awesome tune.
Yeah, just warming up for some amazing Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Strum it. Oh shit.
The first wolf does not manage to hit DT's dragon, so that one's fine. However, the second one hits Chevy.
Yeah, in case of a tie, the attack always wins.
Okay.
For the love of God. And it deals 7 points of damage to you. So, the wolf that is in front of you, Chevy, has pretty much launched itself towards you in a leaping bite attack and has gnawed on your arm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you take 7 off your hit points for
Already
me,
did.
glorious.
I'm down to 6. I'm dying.
You're not dying, don't worry.
I'm over halfway done.
Nobody's had to do any saving throws. None of you are dying.
Pow.
Death is coming. Right, so Trixie.
Okay, so let's see. How about I do a double dagger attack?
On the
On the
one in
wall.
front of Deets. Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll eat your
going
minor
for the
action.
chest.
It'll eat your minor action to like switch turns, so you can't move after. But you can switch weapons with a minor action.
Okay, wait, explain that again?
You had your bow and arrow out a minute ago.
Yeah.
So to switch to your double daggers and use them, eats your minor action, which would be like your move action.
Oh, okay.
Every turn has a
okay.
minor action and a major action, like a spell or something.
Okay.
So a minor action is like your moves or your switch weapons, little things that you would do. And then your major action is your major action.
If she was only moving 1 square anyway, I was going to let her get away with it.
I mean, 'cause it's like straight across from me already.
Yeah, you can
Wow.
hit it from where you are.
Okay. So I wanted to attack with both daggers. I can do that, right?
Just roll one after the other.
Alright.
I forgot to do that one. Alright, lowest roll it is. So you sort of like throw yourself forward like you were aiming for its side, weren't you?
I was going for the chest area.
Okay, that might have screwed you slightly.
Okay.
The first one, like, definitely hits. Like, you managed to stick your dagger in, like, not very deeply though. But the second one, like, due to the force that you hit it with the first attack, you've missed the second one.
Okay.
I mean, you could just change the word dagger. You just put an S on the end. And just take the 2 attack rolls. And then the damage would be times 2. It'd be like a really fun way to play that.
Yeah, I'll fix those later on. I knew I'd miss someone's. Maths is hard. Okay, I'm done. Oh shit, it's mine.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh my
Well,
god.
that hits.
Nice.
That was pretty violent.
Wow. And it's bludgeon too. Go Dates.
That poor puppy. Rip. It's not dead yet, by the way. It took a sizable chunk of damage off, though. Can't believe how overpowered DT is. I'm gonna start upping the health of shit. But yeah, like, so Deet's done her usual move of taking her staff and whacking it very hard. And has come down, like, you know, the bit in between, like, the neck and the shoulder blade? It's, like, slammed right into there. Seriously winded the poor wolf. You can see that it's sort of, like, lagging a little bit, but it's still got a bit of fight left in it. Go no. Go no.
Right. I'm just gonna sneak through.
This is like hitting and running at this point now. You just hit it.
Nice.
Nice. Yep, you hit it. Only just, though. Which is what your critical fail has just showed.
Yeah.
So it doesn't do like a huge amount of damage. Takes a little bit of its health off. It definitely exacerbates the wound that DT managed to inflict to it. So
And then I shift basically onto the same square as Chevy. And I put my shield up beside hers.
it is on its way out, but not quite dead.
I'm not dead yet.
Pretty
It
much.
says that. I'm not dead yet. What the fuck?
So essentially, I can attack that one and then I can move away since I am quite hurt.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to do that because I would like to try to kill this one, or at least give it a good whack with my longsword, the one that's already damaged a lot, so the one to the right. That's not normal. What just happened?
You hit the one to the right? I thought you hit that one. Hang on.
Now when I hit my attack button for my longsword, it brings up a melee weapon roll option. Am I hitting the wrong thing?
Did you hit the cog?
There we go. They're on top of each other because I have it shrunk so much.
So last time you didn't attack that one, you attacked the other one. Have I written it down wrong?
I attacked the one that's right in front of DT's character.
Yeah, and you killed that one.
Yeah, I killed that one.
You don't kill this one.
Did I at least hit it?
No.
Well, fuck that. I'm going to retreat because I'm hurt.
You just miss him by like a hair's breadth.
I'm going back here now because I am hurt. So bye.
I am very much hurt.
Since the cleric didn't heal me on his turn, what a jerk.
That's why I'm over here.
Yeah, but I probably can't survive another hit.
Never underestimate the chance of a critical fail. It's Mal's turn anyway. Maybe the dwarf will be nice.
I'm gonna look towards Chevy's character, sing some pretty words, try to make her feel a little better.
Hubba. You're using cure wounds.
Yep.
Press the button.
Oh shit.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa!
What?
Okay, well that worked.
I'm fully healed. Yay!
Yay!
Whoa, no.
Plus one extra.
Now
Do
get
I actually
here.
get to do that?
Yeah, you can put it in your temporary.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Nice.
So you now have an
Stony
extra hit
rocks and
point.
ballads.
Wow.
Yes! My turn.
Thank you, good sir. Guess you're not all horrible.
He's like the new
useless.
meatloaf.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
18, yo.
Well, that's gonna hit you.
Swing away.
That does 9 points of damage to you.
I fall unconscious.
Rip.
Ouch.
Is that it? How many health points do you have?
I had 7.
Ha ha! Fuck. You need to do a saving throw, don't you? Or is that on your? That's on your next try, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Noel's fallen unconscious, so he's now like a pile on the floor in front
Woo.
of Trixy. His armor did not save him in the end. Please don't die.
That would be hilarious.
Okay. So the second wolf has moved around and is going to attack Trixy from the side.
Oh god.
What's your AC, Trix?
11.
Okay, well, he hits you too. Okay, so both of you are down.
Damn, why are they so strong? Holy shit.
They're probably dire wolves.
It's a good
Because they're
question.
tiny.
They are dire wolves.
We have appetizer-sized party members.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I did the dice rolls right. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry, dudes. Okay, so both Noel and Trixie are now out of action. They're both unconscious on the
I
floor.
can't like heal unconscious, right?
It's medicine. It would be medicine checks.
Yeah, I mean, if they survive their saving throws, then they're not going to die. This took a very upsetting turn. Well, it would have been Trixie, but seeing as Trixie's unconscious, she gets no turn.
Dire wolves be like, "Who's the pack leader now, bitch?"
DC manages to like completely smash the first wolf's skull in, so you've got one less to deal with. You've only got the one in the water left, who I will put a disadvantage onto because he's in the water.
Definitely.
So then it would be no, so it's Chevy's turn.
Oh, so I make a saving throw. Versus
Oh
death.
shit, yes. Trixie didn't do hers. Trixie?
Well, she would do hers next turn.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, but she was before you. She's technically first, so she should have done hers before I'd done DT's
I
roll.
I died first, then she died.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, so go now.
I'm trying to figure out like where that would even be.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure which one it is either.
It might just be I doubt it's Constitution save.
Hang on, let me try and find out. It's not something I expected, so I didn't look it up. Where is it? Chases and escapes. Nope. Strength or dexterity, depending on what you have, I think. So yours would probably be strength. I don't think that worked.
Yeah, taking the lowest thing is just killing us.
It's kind of how it works, though.
Well, no, like in D&D, if I roll
There
a
it
dice
is.
for a saving throw, it's just one time. This is
Whenever you
increasing our
start-
probability of failure by 25%.
Whenever you start your turn with 0 hit points, you must make a death saving throw. This is not to be confused with a Constitution saving roll. So, okay.
What if we just take the number on the left or right? Instead of you doing math, we'll just ignore one of the numbers from now on.
I mean, you don't die because you failed it. You're still unconscious.
Right.
You've got to fail it 3 times before you die. I still can't find out which one you're supposed to roll for, though. It's like giving me
Okay.
all the information,
Yeah,
but
I'll take a look into the player's manual here a little bit, and then you keep going. I'll see what I can dig up.
okay. Well, is it Chevy's turn? I think it's Chevy's turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't really know what I want to do.
Just
Going
get
into
the
the water.
threat.
What?
Take out the threat.
Well, there's only the one, but going into water will give me a disadvantage also, won't it? So we'd be equal because we'd
exactly.
And
Yeah,
going
so the
through water
rolls will
takes
just
up
be the
2,
same.
so that's 2,
You can
3. So yeah, I can do that fine. Okay, yeah. Since I'm fully healed and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and attack this with my longsword. Stop hitting that.
You don't manage to hit it.
Awesome.
I know, right? That's cool. I'm gonna tweak some numbers for the next one. But yeah, you took out your sword and like you went for him, but because of the water that's sort of like rushing around you both, it doesn't manage to quite hit its mark.
Hey, that's you, Mel.
I'm going to go ahead and use my second and only bardic inspiration on Chevy. So she has an additional d6 next turn. Stony, having completed his vocal exercises, lets out with a rock anthem.
Okay.
Okay, just 1 second.
death saving throws are now 3 successes before 3 failures. If you get to 3 successes, you're stable but still unconscious. If you get to 3 failures, you die.
So it's just 50-50.
Yes. I still can't find out what you're supposed to be rolling, though.
I'm just going to start rolling. Like
I think it's
dice.
just 1d20.
I'm just going to use the dice roller.
Fuck it. For the time being, we'll just... If anyone dies, we'll just roll a d20. And for general knowledge, it's got to be 10 or above.
Right.
You're only level 1, though. I feel like 3 successes is, like, far too fucking much. Right. Oh, Chevy's in front of me. That's convenient. Right. Oh, shit. What's your armor class?
18.
Hooray! The wolf lunges towards you, but doesn't manage to hit you. So you have been unscathed. The wolf itself can't move in any direction because he is penned in with 2 unconscious bodies and you in front of him. He could go backwards, but because of the direction that the water's flowing, he can't actually go backwards at all. So he's just stuck where he is for the time being.
My unconscious body mumbles, "Eat a dick."
Right. Trixy, type /R space D20.
Oh, you figured those out. Nice.
Oh, yeah, I already knew them. I was just making you fill in the sheet because I wanted shit to look nice. Okay,
That's a great
1
roll.
success. You ain't dead.
Woo!
Yay!
So I make mine.
Yeah. You're not dead either, but you've also got 1
Yeah.
fail. Let me write this down. Right, so Noel.
I'm back. by the way.
Awesome. Right. Welcome back. No one's died. As of yet. DT's turn. I don't think she hits that. Oh, no, she does. No? No. I lied. She doesn't hit the wolf. Sorry, guys. She failed with her stick. She kind of brought it up above her head, but the water threw her off. It was an embarrassing sight for a dragonborn. That means it's Chevy's turn.
Okay, so to use this extra thing, I just do the roll d6 after I do my attack.
If you want to use it, you have to say you're using it before you do the roll.
Right.
Well, yes, I'm going to use it, but is that how I do it?
Okay.
I do the roll d6 after I press the attack?
Yes.
Either way.
So
Okay,
We're just
so
gonna
yes,
add
I
the
am
2
going
together.
to use it. I'm going to attack this thing because it has injured my companions.
Yes.
So I'm going to whack it,
You
and
are
I'm going to use
enraged.
my d6.
Your good friend is lying dead on
Okay.
the ground. Oh,
Right, you hit it.
Get donked.
You hit it. So once you've done that, I need you to do /R space D6.
You already did it.
Awesome. So you managed to slice into the wolf quite violently, causing, how much is that? 16 points of damage. It's not dead, but it's a serious chunk of its health.
Whoop.
I need to get the calculator out for that one. God damn it, Chevy.
What?
It's a big number.
I've learnt my lesson. This is the last time I add in an extra mob. Although it's on its last legs, so you did pretty well. Seriously hurt the wolf. He's got like a gashing wound across his like forearm. Like, poor little wolf.
Oh, the
I
poor
feel for
little
these
wolf.
wolves.
The poor little wolf that was trying to kill us all.
Almost succeeded. Mal, your turn.
Stony kind of gives a whoop of encouragement and kind of just continues his like shredding general inspirational work from the back.
Okay.
It's like it can't really do anything else. We're all surrounding the body. What was that?
It's the sound of me dead.
Oh, I see.
You're unconscious. Unconscious halflings don't talk now.
Sure they do. You ever seen someone get knocked out? They mumble all kinds of shit. Oh, I'm getting cupcakes in Narnia.
The wolf does not hit, DT. It causes no damage to the rest of your party. I'm generally feeling
Thank
quite
God.
shit now because I've almost killed both of you.
You should feel bad.
I'm sorry!
So then it's Trixie's turn to do
Oh,
another saving roll, right?
Saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it's called.
Roll d20s for me.
As Nolgamesh ascends towards heaven in a white light, he remembers that
Nice!
the bard had instilled him with, what was it again?
Bardic inspiration.
Bardic inspiration. And he thinks, will it work from this side? It does. He gets a terrible roll.
Still good. Oh my god.
Would you like to add your dice to it? 'Cause you
Harp
have
playing
one
you hear from the
d6.
great beyond is all off key.
That's basically what I did there, and I still only got 8.
Boom.
Oh, I didn't realize you did that. Yeah, no, that's another failure. Noel might die.
No.
I'm gonna hit it with a stick. I hit it with the stick. The wolf dies.
Woo.
Yay!
Now would be a good time to tend to the wounded.
The party are now officially cat people.
Like, you all need to start making medicine checks, like, ASAP.
Wait, what?
Like, when we're, now that we're out of combat, we can, like, administer first aid, basically. So
And how do I do this?
you guys start doing, we have to do them one at a time in order. So Shaw's can't count.
So I'm first
Whoever's
because
next
I would have gone
needs
next
to
anyway.
pick someone and tend to them, and based on its success or failure, either adds.
And you do
check
it
or
with
a
the
balance,
medicine
kind of.
one. Since I'm standing right next to Trixie. Actually, no, I'm going to move and check Noel with the medicine.
You may have just killed him.
I may have just
Oh
killed him.
shit!
That's great.
Those butt touches are lethal.
Because that's what it is. It counts as one of your saving throws, doesn't it?
I thought
Chevy, you
so.
dug too deep.
Fuck it. Ignore the saving throws because we're out of combat now. So fuck that.
That's what I'm trying to read
Shit.
about. Like, what happens when you're out of combat? Because I've
Yeah,
only ever
I
dealt with in combat death.
Mm,
I say 'cause I
same.
do have.
I mean, you've got some sort of lay on hands type thing.
Could I not just use an herbalism kit on him?
Yeah, but it probably wouldn't work.
It would, like, help me not get infected or whatever, but it wouldn't, like... I'm just trying to remember, like, how you stabilize. Because we've got the supplies. I've got the healer's kit. So we've got the supplies to stabilize 2 dying people. Especially now that they're out of combat and haven't failed their saving throws. This becomes, like, rest time. But I'm digging through like all kinds of gibberish in Google here, and I just can't quite find it. Do you have access to the DM's guide?
Possibly. Hang on.
Yeah, because there's got to be a section in there for player death. And there'd be something about out of combat stabilizing. I'm sure there's a way.
It's got a large amount of stuff about doors, but nothing really about you guys.
Or like using a healing spell on them wouldn't work either.
I would argue that it would. Now that it's out of combat, you don't have to be doing your saving throws. So
Let's say, because technically,
as long as you've survived the combat.
Because I don't
True,
remember
true.
what.
'Cause
I have
we
have some form of a healing thing, but I don't remember what it is, and I don't have my character
we can get
stuff up.
at will, because we're out of combat and we have healing kits, we can get, quote, stabilized out of the unconscious state into stabilized, because we hadn't lost our health value in a negative. If you lose your health to a negative number, like -8 for my character, would imply absolute death, no saving throws, no nothing. If that wolf had kept chewing on me, I'd be dead. But now that I'm stabilized, I think it's like we gain back 1d4 per hour, or whatever we get healed back up to. Because we basically survived combat, and now we can get, quote, stabilized. We do survive the fight. We just need health. Or we have to wait it out to, like, get blood flowing again, basically.
Yeah, I mean, okay, right. Fuck it, we'll write our own rules here. There is not going to be this 3v3 thing, because I think that's bullshit. I think as long as you... No. Right, I'm not going to fuck around with saving throws this week, but I will for next week. But once combat is ended, no more saving throws have to be done. If you've survived the combat with your saving throws, i.e. you didn't get 3 critical fails, then you are unconscious, but not necessarily... Like, I mean, the problem is, like, if you pass your saving throws, you instantly become stable.
Yes.
Which then gives you the ability to be healed. So, like, if we
You
then
become
argue that
stabilized in battle.
if combat ends, you've survived your saving throws, you're now stable.
And if you have someone around to mend you, that's another thing. If you're alone, you will die. Or if everyone isn't stabilized before combat ends, you will die. There has to be someone around to actually mend you and sort of bring you back around a bit.
Otherwise, it's a party wipe.
Mass res.
Yeah. I'd hit the undo button, I think. For this one. When I write my own campaign, if we continue after this, you won't get an undo button. But it's just because you're small and have just started, and I don't really want to deal with that yet.
We're running Mythic Pluses way under geared.
The Paladin can use, like, Lay On of Hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it's called. I can't remember. I couldn't remember what it was called. I don't have it anywhere in my character stuff here.
I do.
Right.
So what do I do to be able to do that?
It's touch-based, so you would just roll whatever the dice is for it. It's probably like a 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier or something.
A d6.
There you go.
There's no
so
modifier.
Just roll a d6?
So hit me with a d6.
Yeah, it says here, there's no modifiers to it because you can restore a total number of hit points equal to your paladin level times 5. So, like, it would be a maximum of 6 anyway.
So I'm rolling a d6 and that's it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, this is for Noel.
Noel has 4 health points. As you have laid your hands on him, like a glowing light has come out from like underneath your hands, and like sort of it's like made Noel glow slightly. And as you've done it, the healing that you've like put towards his character has made him like breathe again. So make him breathe a sigh of release. Yeah. DC can't heal at all, so she's just like
reach
fucking
over-
useless at this point.
I reach over and I touch Trixy, because I like me and Trixy were like skipping along like with the Rainbow Road, like holding hands. Heaven is awesome. They're giving out free ice cream. So she gets plus my Disciple of Life is +2. It's +3, so 5. She gets 5 HP.
Yay! That's
Which one are
almost
you
half.
using? I put all your spells in your spell book, Noel. Use the
Right.
fucking roll buttons.
Well, it says right here,
Lol.
a creature you touch gains a number of hit points equal to a 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier. This spell has no effect to undead or constructs. Also, starting at first level, your healing spells are more effective whenever you cast a level 1 spell or higher to restore hit points to a creature or a friend. Regain additional hit points equal to 2 plus spell's level, which is 1. So like 1d8.
Did you use? Was that Cure Wound?
Yeah, Cure Wound with Disciple of Life from my life background.
Yeah, you have to edit some of that in your thing. Yeah, look, Noel. There's a button.
Actually, technically she got
No
7.
button. There's all the math in the button, but yeah, all right, you can give us 7.
Look, there's a button. There's a button.
Because I forgot it was my d8 plus my mod, then plus the 2 plus the spell level.
So, we all are alive. We won the battle. What's our
Thank
XP?
God. What's our XP? Just give a shit.
Yes, give us our experience. Da, 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 da.
It was 50 for each, so that's 150.
I was gonna say that
Shit.
Stoney scoops Noah up in a touching bromance moment.
I died, dude.
That should, in theory, mean that both of you are fully healed.
Come back to me, Goose.
I don't know.
I
I don't know.
Jesus. I saw Jesus crust. He was delicious.
I mean, Noah's hit points were 7, wasn't it? Because you died in 1 hit.
I have 8 max, and I had 7. I died
Because
in 1
I had
hit.
slapped
went to,
him
like,
'cause he was a
-3
jerk.
or something, and I like clawed my way back up to now full.
Okay, so you're full. And Trixie, what were you supposed to have?
My max is 11, and then it cured me. I guess you guys said 5, right?
I gave you 7.
Oh, 7.
Uh-huh.
My max is 11.
Okay. Well, that's okay then.
Uh-huh.
Right, so Noel is now fine and can get up and move around. Trixie still needs to sit down for a little bit, I think.
Can I?
I will
Um,
attend healing to her.
All of you get 150 experience points.
Yay! I already did mine.
Yay, I've almost leveled up.
So that comes to 270.
Oh, Trixie's fine.
Trixie is indeed fine.
She had a slip disc. I gave her a little crickety crack, little chiropractor. She's fine. She's up and
Who
walking her head.
touched me?
Right, I would take into account the fact that you guys have used a lot of spells. And if you go further and something goes tits up, you won't have these spells to use.
Yes. We're gonna have to rest.
Yes.
You can decide to set up a small camp
Stony recommends making wolf meat fajitas for dinner.
It's like, there's already a campfire back there. Damn it.
Okay. I suggest that we need to make it look like the wolves just ran. So we need to take the 3 bodies and basically, like, if someone could cut some paws off, and basically we'll make like tracks, 3 sets that just like run off, like this way ish. So if anybody comes in here and is like, where are the wolves? They're not like, oh, look at these corpses. Oh, let's go out here. Oh, they're like camped right here. We can't do that. So we got to camp like way the fuck out in the middle of nowhere. But we need to get rid of these bodies so it looks like the wolves just escaped.
I mean, I can
That's my plan.
give you a bit of information. Like, there is no immediate threat of anyone coming down to check on the wolves. So if you want to rest, or you want to be using the campfire site that already is there, that would be safe to do at this moment in time.
I will I don't want to go in here alone, but I want to like quickly go in. So I'm like, Trixie, come here. I just don't want to go in alone. Just keep line of sight. And I'm going to prospect. I'm going to see if there's anything of value. With my prospecting skill. Nope, I see nothing. I see rock.
Yeah, you just see a rock wall.
Well, that sucked.
There was nothing there to find anyway.
I have prospecting tools. If there was something there, I could get to it.
Nobody ever loots things when you kill them, guys. I thought you guys played MMOs.
Loot direwolf?
Well, the bodies disappeared. I don't think about it when the bodies aren't there anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Leave the bodies.
I'm sorry. I'll start using the tiny icons instead, yeah. Well, there are 3 wolf corpses that you can have a look.
I would really like. Well, actually, which is it that you use to search that? Would it be investigation?
Nothing, because
No,
you're basically standing
it's up
over
to
them.
me.
Like, unless something's
As far
hidden
as loot
in
is
them.
concerned, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm standing here and I would like to loot one of the bodies.
Okay. So there isn't the only loot that you can surmise that you would get out of the wolves themselves, I mean, considering they haven't got pockets, is you can skin them and take their pelts with you. But you will have to add them into your bag, and it will take up some weight.
I remind everybody that we should just drag them away, just in case someone comes.
I mean, Stony wants to cook them, so you can just drag them to the fire.
And how much would one of their pelts weigh?
Not much. Like
5.
a small blanket. A couple of pounds, 3, 4, 5 pounds.
As we're going about this,
because they were dire wolves, so they're pretty fucking hardcore.
Yeah, these things are.
As about this, we're going about this work. Stoney's trying to talk you guys into the idea that he needs a really killer cape made out of like one of the pelts. Really improve his showmanship.
Well, you can have the pelts and make a cape out of them. I just think it'd be cool to skin them.
Oh yeah,
And,
hearing
and then
that,
we can eat the meat.
He's totally like double timing it, like pulling these motherfuckers over to the campfire for everybody. Like he's excited.
Okay, cool. So we're going to skin them. You can use the pelts, and then we can eat it for dinner, and then we can rest.
What time is it? It's daytime.
Real time or?
No, like
yes.
in game. It was daytime, right? Because we could see into the cave. Yeah.
Do we need to pull these over? Do we need to do any throws, or are we just gonna pull them over?
Just pull them over.
Okay.
Because
So
it's part of the loot, so I'm gonna wave.
I've
any
grabbed
rolls.
one.
I'd assume that Noel's brought another one, and
Yeah,
Stoney's got the last.
we all just as a team just drag all the corpses sort of into the brush here. And
I'm going to skin the one that I have. Oh yeah.
All right. Welcome
Come on,
to
Trixy.
resting. Right, resting can work slightly differently as we go along, right? So, considering the fact that you're all here, and this isn't like a case of resting like overnight in a town or whatever, you have the option whilst resting to do like a few actions, and by that I mean like you can do some perception checks if like you're in a cave that you've just like killed mobs in. You can do your looting, you can cook, like that sort of stuff, like anything that you would kind of do when you're setting up camp. But you can't move any further into the area that you're exploring or like start combat up, otherwise it just nullifies the fact that you're resting. It's like housekeeping as we go along today.
Housekeeping.
It's just so you guys understand what happens whilst we're resting. So like you don't have to sit here and do fuck all. But if there's nothing that you guys particularly want to do,
I will like clean bandages and repair my like healer's kit, sort of.
Yeah, like you can clean weapons off. You can, and considering the fact that you're next to a river, like.
Okay, so.
But yeah, rest is good, so we can get some spells.
Somebody
back.
start cooking. Yum yum.
I think Mal was sort of already taking on those reins.
And
have a little bit of RP, friends.
And I'm washing off my my sword because I'm sure it's really nasty.
I guess I'll fill my canteen.
Thank you all for saving my life back there.
Stoney just sort of nods. He's just singing sort of casual, not too loud to, be ridiculously loud and dangerous, but he's just sort of singing, making his fajitas.
What's he singing? Something Spanish, no doubt.
Yeah.
Sings in Spanish.
Like some Selena.
Tus madre es la chupacabra.
Oh my.
That was glorious. We're getting in the bard spirit. I love it over here.
I think you said that it was your buddy, the chupacabra.
Yeah, I said somebody's mom was a goat sucker.
I'll take one more quick perception check on the outside rock to see if there's anything of value.
There's nothing for you to find, no.
Okay.
Because like you passed your roll, but I was like, it's like you have perceived a very nice looking mountain wall. It's pretty much it. Like, sadly, there is nothing shiny or worth any money in this mountain, but that's because of the area of the world that you're in. So it's not very well known for anything precious, metal or gem wise. And how does Kedders know this? Because I actually read that up.
I'm putting a link up. This is Stoney for you.
Oh my.
It's like 3 minutes long. How long do we sit here and rest for, Noel?
4 to 6 hours or something like that. It's enough to get your spells back.
How long is that in real time?
Oh, no.
Like for us. Okay.
We don't have to wait it out.
No. I was wondering, like, I was just going to do like 5 minutes anyway, but I was like, I didn't know if there were rules.
Right. No.
While we're still resting, I'll be right back.
Like, it was great that you like gave us a few actions to like get it out of our system, do a few things that would have happened in between just sleeping, basically. That's the perfect way to sort of DM that situation.
Is this a short rest or a long rest, do we think?
Like enough to get spells back. That's why I say like 4 to 6, because I think 6 might be the very beginning of long rest.
I'm finding the correct piece of paper.
I think it's 0 to 4 is short. And like 5 to 10 is long.
Long is anything above 8.
Jesus. So it's like 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Okay. It's not going to matter much when you're in a cave, so.
It's pitch fucking black.
That means you'll need to start using light. Do you have a torch?
We all have like adventurers kits, which all have torches
Yeah,
pretty
it should
much.
have
Like it's like such a
torches.
standard item to have. It's one of those
Yeah,
unsaid
torch and
items.
some matches, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. It's okay. So, after your short rest, you're all feeling a lot more well rested. Trixie has now regained all of her health and is back to fighting shape. Because let's be honest, it was long enough that, like, you know, she sat there, she had a good meal that Stoney prepared for you
We had
all
some oatmeal and some
out of the wolf meat.
direwolf.
Yeah, it was tasty. So I've been told. So yeah, you guys have pretty much, you've had yourself a little bit of a rest down. You've shared some stories around the campfire.
Who took the wolf pelts? Because there's 3 of them.
That's a good point. You were arguing it amongst yourselves, so
I do not require one.
I would like to have one.
DT doesn't get anything because she's not here. Apart
So I just
from
put wolf
group
pelt.
loot.
And how much do I put for the weight?
5. It's £5 for each wolf pelt. So Stoney wanted one, so Stoney's got himself a shiny new wolf pelt, dripping with blood and everything. Trixie is BRBing, but she also has a wolf pelt for reasons.
Okay, so got it.
But yeah, awesome. See, you got some loot. You got like a decent amount of experience. I promise I'm not going to add extra mobs into anything ever again.
Well, at least not this early in.
You didn't almost kill them. RNG almost killed them.
Sure enough, they did hit like fucking trucks though.
They were.
I'm just
too
following.
bad.
I'm following the monster setup that this like the actual story that I'm using has.
Right. Someone wrote.
So
a
they're
book.
supposed
This
to
is
be
suppo-
there.
Yeah, this is a level 1 encounter. Like, I guess it was you're supposed to see those and fucking run.
Not us, though.
Either that or actually attack them while they're actually tied up, like I kept trying to get us to do.
I mean,
Instead
to
of
be honest,
waiting for
there's
them
like,
to break free.
There's a whole list of ways you could have dealt with it. Like, no one is better than the other, to be quite honest. It took a lot longer than it should have done as well.
Excellent. So we re-enter the cave.
I think we're waiting for Trixie.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, she is BRBing, which is fine. Because I'm rolling a smoke, because I kind of need one. I'm, like, slowly dying today. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's why my RPing is a bit shit. I apologize. Tried my best. All right, whilst we're waiting for Trixie then. Why is there a yellow square around you now?
That's my torchlight.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. Right,
What
from
the
now
fuck
on,
is that?
it's not real. Okay, it's just a prop. From now on, like when something has died, I'ma just do this. Okay, it's just gonna have this rather than being deleted.
That works.
All right. No.
Yes. What?
No.
The little X. I like it.
No. If you're gonna do that, make sure you tell everyone else how to do that if they're going to be using their own torches.
Right. I mean, realistically, how wide is torchlight?
I mean, hang on a sec. I'm not sure whether all of you need it.
Yeah, exactly. I think only one of us needs it because I think it's like 30 fucking feet or something. So that's like 5
Well,
squares
no,
or 6 squares.
Where is it? It's I wrote this down, but obviously didn't put it in the bit I need.
I'm Googling.
No, it's not that. I
20 foot.
think if you've got dark vision, you're fine.
It's 4 squares. That's 20 feet. Yeah, so we only need one torch. See if we're together.
That's fine.
Yeah. So like, probably like DT's character would hold it, but it's basically it's irrelevant. I'll leave mine up so you know when to trigger ambushes and stuff. Like we
Here we
won't,
go.
we won't
Okay.
see an enemy standing outside of the yellow circle.
Right. From any point further than I've just moved DT's counter to, anyone without dark vision needs light to see.
All right, Trixie's back, so let's
Which I think
get
is
this.
only Noel and DT.
True. I think the dwarf would have night vision.
Yeah, everyone else has got dark vision as far as I know.
Yeah, Trixie's does. The Paladin does. Half elf.
So it's just you and the
And
dragonborn.
And dwarf does. Dragonborn has low light.
Yeah, it won't count for this. Dark vision or nothing, yeah. Welcome back, Trixie. You have a wolf pelt in your inventory now. It weighs 5 pounds.
Oh, lovely.
You
I
get a
can
pelt.
sell it for more gold.
You get a pelt. Everybody gets a pelt. While the monk stands there and sort of guards, me and the team sort of come up to investigate up in here. I want to take a look through this fucking like shale or whatever this is, for like any minerals of value potentially.
Perception check me.
Can I just roll a d20 and then add my wisdom modifier instead?
But just use the button.
I'm getting so sick of the 2-time rolls.
Just use the button. It wouldn't matter anyway.
See?
I could take your highest and you still fail. You don't see anything of value, but you can see that it is impassable. You cannot go over it. You cannot go on it. You cannot go up it. It is blocked off by the rock staff falling from the ceiling.
Mal, are you a dungeoneer?
Don't believe so.
I would like to look to see like if this is a cave that actually leads through anything. This little passage here.
You could roll for that, but like it there's nothing there. It's completely blocked off.
Okay, cool.
I hit backspace and I still had my cursor in the XP thing. Was it 110 that we were given?
Oh, it's Trixie's character.
You got 150 for that.
Trixie's character is a dungeoneer.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, that's awesome.
You have a dungeoneer's kit. So you could like climb up there and like inspect.
She could climb up there, but there is nothing up there.
Noel's getting something shiny, damn it.
Yeah, exactly. There might be something good up there.
Okay. Do I need to do like an athletics check? Climb up there?
No. I need you to do a dexterity roll.
Which is acrobatics.
Oh boy.
You like attempt to scale the rubble, but you don't get very far. But you get far enough to see that there's like nothing of use at the top of it, and there is definitely no way of like scaling around it or like getting above it to like the passage that is behind it. It's just completely blocked off. So there's no further that you can go in that direction.
That seems like a waste of time. Can I use my crowbar like to start like
Digging.
getting rid of this stuff? Yeah, digging it out to make a way.
Not really. Like the rocks are too heavy to move. No,
Shall we?
please.
Shall we go forward then?
Yeah.
I guess, because yeah, we can definitely do. I feel like we wasted our time.
Who's holding the torch?
We're sort of like walking as a group. And like, there's a couple of people in front and a couple of people behind me. Probably like the order would be like this, with Trixie behind me and Mal at the back or something. And we're just trudging along all in a line. I don't know. Somewhere around here, I guess. All of this concerns me greatly. Do we hear anything?
Just the running water that's next to you, and there's like an echoey sound that comes from it because you're in a cave.
I would really like to do. It's my other starting paladin power, the one that I can sense if there's any enemies nearby. I don't remember what it's called though. I don't have it up.
Divine sense.
Yeah, that one. What do I need to roll for it?
It probably isn't a roll.
It's not. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Oh, nice. So
That is
nothing yet.
not behind total cover. Let me count some squares. Hang on.
Wanted to say, as far as my positioning, I'm just sort of doing the I'm not being too obnoxious, but like last week, like I'm just
Right.
sort of constantly staying right at Dietz's legs,
Let's you,
trying to be friendly.
let's you and me like make stealth checks, I guess.
Me?
It would be
Perception
me and
checks, actually.
Chevy.
It's like there's definitely an enemy up there.
You need to do perception checks for this one.
Thank Jesus. Jesus Christ has blessed us.
Right. I'm doing rolls that you can't see, and that made me laugh a lot. So you know that there's something there, but he, like the figure on the bridge, has also noticed you, and in doing so, has run the fuck away.
Uh-oh.
I snuff out my flame.
Okay, well that leaves your party in complete darkness.
Oh, it's that black out here?
Yes.
Oh, then I
The fog of
definitely...
war thing is like not
then
accurate
I
as to
most
light
definitely
levels.
would not have snuffed it out.
Okay.
There'd be like some kind of like twinkling light source in here, enough to like see ground and run and stuff.
Right. This is where it gets complicated, so you guys have to pay attention. To make matters worse, after the goblin has left, approximately 3 minutes afterwards, you hear a large crashing sound of several rocks being moved and a large amount of water coming in your direction.
Run. I'm screaming run and like pushing Mal. It's like the Goonies. No, not the Goonies. Lean on Me. Is
Oh,
that
yeah, I know
movie?
what you
Like with
mean.
the train? The train's coming and like where I'm
That's as
screaming
far
and shoving
you are only gonna get to where Noel is. You're not getting any further. You all need to do a dexterity saving roll.
Dexterity saving throw. To like jump up on the high
Do a
ground.
what now?
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, hang on. So
Core stats. Dex save.
Fucking hell.
check it out. Everyone apart from Chevy is fine.
Bye, Chevy.
I'm a nimble little fucker.
There is a torrent of water that is now coming down the entirety of like the tunnel of the cave in front of you. Chevy is immediately swept away. And did you just move yourself?
I moved me into the water. Is that okay?
You're not
Okay,
going to be
because
there.
you wanted to move me.
Yeah. She is thrown all the way back out of the entrance of the cave and like lands on her ass on the other side of the river, down where you guys started when you like first
Chevy,
entered this zone.
No.
She is unable to move until one of you goes and gets her.
Oh God.
Well, isn't the dragon the only one
She
big enough
also
to pick
takes-
her up?
I'm the medic. I'm the medic. So you guys stay there. And
Hang
guard
on.
the door.
She also takes 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Right.
Now, when I had the temporary HP, does that count as one of those? So I only take 4 off of my actual?
Yes.
Cool.
Good job.
Yes, and you will remain prone until someone comes to get you.
Okay.
You're seeing stars.
At this point, the worst of the torrent of water that was coming down has dissipated. So now, like, the floor underneath you is wet. A lot of you managed to survive by holding on to something, probably the edge of the wall. Trixie was clinging to the stairs, so you will manage to like grab hold of something quickly enough. But Chevy's armor slowed her down, and she was not able to react quick enough. And the added weight of her armor actually like caused her to be dragged out of the cave. So she's just, chilling outside the cave.
I'm sitting there by myself, cursing everything.
Oh God. I got swept down. Okay.
It's about time you came for me, Halfling.
Let me administer healing touches.
does this mean?
No.
I did a medicine dance.
No. No.
What?
This isn't counting for anything. Just do a perception roll for me.
Gonna get shit on.
Ta-da!
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I was checking I'd done it right.
Oh shit.
Okay, so you have gone down. You have rescued the half elf.
Bork.
You are now all pretty damp. Like you're
Huh,
definitely
giggity.
very damp.
The fire's still going, so we could spend like 15 minutes like over here getting dry, right? It
Making
seems like
sure
a,
Chevy
it seems like a
doesn't last.
logical thing to do before going like trouncing into a fucking ice cold cave.
I'm so happy you guys didn't manage to like see the goblin in time. It was definitely worth it. I enjoyed that bit. I enjoyed doing the numbers for that bit.
What's great is that they think we got washed away
Mm-hmm.
because they just heard like screaming and like chaos, and then we get out to the mouth here. So we may have at least garnered some element of at least unknowing. They don't know if we're dead.
You might have to see on that. Okay, so now you've all stood around the fire. You're all sufficiently dried off, or dried off enough.
Yeah.
They're not like squelching around anymore. So what do you want to do?
Well, obviously, we need to go back in.
Do it.
Do it, do it, do it.
DC is technically with you, by the way, but it's getting quite hectic for me to also be moving her token at the same time as dealing with everything else. So,
It's a
so
shame.
she's only actually gonna be moved when you enter combat.
It's a shame we can't lock two people together so they move as one. You know, like side by side.
True. I mean, I can give you permission to move her, but that would mean you'd have to move two separately.
Right. I'd gladly take on DT.
All right, give me a sec.
Yeah.
Try
There we
now.
go. Yeah.
It's because they're classed as tokens, so I have to actually alter it in her character sheet.
Gotcha.
All right, so we have explored the wolf den. Are you guys going to continue forward?
Pretty much, I think. Sort of the
Of
same
course.
the same order as before.
All right. Okay, now without the figure on like in front of you, you can walk up to the bridge and examine the bridge if you would like, or you can ignore the bridge and continue forward along the cave. It's like one of those books now. Do you want option A or option B?
Go to page 36 to continue your adventure.
Can I do a perception check because it looks like there's a path
Yes, please.
across the water?
Yes.
Shaw boosts her up for a better view.
There is. You are very correct. There was a path going that way, but it's completely caved in. Like the end of the wolf den, there is definitely no way through this. You can see that just by looking at it.
Okay.
Through which way?
Right underneath the bridge. Oh, on our
That
left.
one. Yeah,
Crazy.
there is no way through that. It's completely blocked off. Your
Oh,
only
that.
option
So
is
the goblin
forward.
ran up.
Yes.
Gotcha. So he ran up, went dislodged something over there, and it caused the torrent of water.
Yes.
What a fucker.
What a dick.
Does it look passable?
It's controlled by me. And what? Yeah. The bridge goes over the top, and then there's the path that leads underneath it. So
Okay.
essentially, the goblin did some little acrobatics, jumped off the back of the bridge, and ran up the path.
You'll never catch me. Little fucker. Let's go kick his dick in. Let's just push forward.
Micro penis.
Roll for dogger.
I would like to look at the bridge.
Perception check.
Damn it.
It's a
You
bridge.
see a bridge.
Yep, it's a bridge made of wood. It's above you, about 10 foot. So
All right, shall we keep pressing on?
For sure. Inch by inch.
From the back, you hear Stoney singing "A Bridge Over Troubled Water."
Really quietly. Like just whispering it.
he's just bumbling around in the darkness at the back at this point.
Half drunk. I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception check on the stairs for traps?
Good idea.
Yep.
Oh my god, yeah.
There is nothing of danger on the stairs.
Nice. Alright, let's keep moving forward. I'm confident there's nothing.
Am I the only one that's extremely paranoid and is like, she said on the stairs?
Yeah, I know she said on the
Yeah.
stairs.
Exactly.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
I fucked up, I'm sorry!
The roof
I'm
caves
only
in.
level
Another
one.
torrent of water crushes you all to death. Alright, fights on,
Not
boys.
quite. Right. So your previous assumption of the fact that the goblins assumed that you would be dead is wrong. The goblin that ran in this direction destroyed the first barrier and let out the first torrent of water. Has come back and alerted the three that are in this area. And has also fled the area that we're currently in. So the first goblin is nowhere to be seen. Which leads
So he's
you
just
to
running
believe
deeper
that
and deeper,
he-
screaming.
pretty much,
The
yeah.
British are coming. The British are coming.
Yeah, he's pretty much just announcing your arrival to every fucker that he possibly can at this point. So you will not surprise any enemies. You will not be able to stealth past any enemies past this point.
Oh my god.
Rip.
All right,
Fights
so just
on.
balls to the wall.
So all of these guys, knowing that you were coming, means that I get to go first.
We do still need to do initiatives for you to know what order we go in, correct?
You do that whilst I'm fucking around with these.
Fucking hell, I cannot roll worth shit.
God damn
We'll
it,
just be
it's a
back
token.
here
It's
looking over
alright.
ourselves for leeches.
Oh, it's like a token.
Neither can Mal, so you're fine, Chevy. It's fine.
Yeah, we're looking for leeches, Chevy. That's what we're doing.
Fuck
Trixy
real.
got a critical fail.
Apparently 3 of
Can
us
I
were
do-
really fucking worried about leeches.
Does that mean I can do DTs?
If you want
There we
to.
Yeah. Oh shit. She's on it.
So that leaves.
I'm getting amped up for the fight, like bouncing around.
Like, dun,
All right.
dun, 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 dun.
Exactly. Yes. You're strumming that. Mel's strumming that on her little bard thing. Pling, 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 as we all stretch. Pling, 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 pling.
All right, so the goblin right at the front has decided that it would be wiser to take a step backwards to lure you into the actual cave. The one behind him has moved slightly forward to get a better look at you, whereas the archer has decided he's going to take a pot shot at Chevy because he can see her head, like, just over the top of the stairs, because, like, you guys aren't at the top of it yet. I've lost my goblin sheet. Give me a second.
Shields up.
Doesn't hit you anyway. He does fire an arrow off in your direction, but it soars over your head. It soars over the head of all of you, luckily, and just kind of continues back and lands in the water behind you all. So, not the best goblin. All right then. Order is DT, Noel, Trixy, Mal, and Chevy. I don't. What are we gonna do with these? Noel can do it. Go nuts. Hit it with a stick.
All right. DT. Weapons. Shtick. Thud.
Jesus
geez.
Christ.
Good grief.
She's so big.
That hit roll was like fucking unnecessary, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Stoney definitely
you just
does
feel
not
bad
make a
for her.
comment about that time of the month.
She's a grandmaster playing with bronze.
Right, that is goblin number 1. Right, that definitely hits. Violently hits. And what was it caused? Caused 7 points of damage. Right, okay. Yeah, it's bruised and battered him pretty badly already. Like, this guy is not going to put up much of a fight. He's kind of unable to do a lot of things at this point in time.
Get Shrek'd.
I know, right?
Oh,
Who's next?
and then I think it's my turn next.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Okay, the only guy I can reach is this little dude. So I just pony up beside Shaw and just take a wail at this guy. Get shit on.
What did you hit him with? Oh, his mace. Lovely bludgeoning. No, you raise your mace above your head with like a confident look in your eye and wail on the poor goblin. You just wreck his face. Like, you lodge your mace into his skull.
I point at this one with my mace. I don't say anything. I just like, you're next.
Rip.
Ooh, I like that.
All right. Trixie was next.
Alright, so I'm gonna move. Okay, so from the top of the stairs, I will use a longbow attack on the goblin with the arrow.
Okay. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes.
Where-
We're the dream
I got a
team.
headshot, right?
God damn that damage.
In the direct,
Jesus.
you fire your arrow in the direction of the enemy archer and fire it with such precision that it enters his eye socket and goes straight out the other side,
Shit.
taking a small portion of his brain with it.
Yes.
You have essentially one-shot this goblin.
He's my
Nice.
bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Get shit on.
Mal! You're up.
From the back, and having learned about these fuckers since he took an arrow the last time he had an encounter, ready some words, and he's having them in the back, and he's going to use prestidigitation, summon, like, 'cause he can do stuff with lights, right?
Like twinkling effects and stuff like that.
Yeah, like right in the fucking face of the last, like, goblin, like, distracting as fuck.
Are you close enough to do that?
She could move up to do so, I think.
Isn't it a 30-yard range? Is it 30 or 60?
Let me look.
I think I wrote it down somewhere.
It says, okay, instantaneously. It doesn't say.
If it doesn't say it's usually 30, then we'll go with 30.
Sure.
So that's 6 squares. 1, 2. Yeah, you're not close enough.
And each one is what, like 5 or something we said?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I move there? I think I counted 5. Or am I still too
That
far away?
works. That works.
Cool.
Okay, yeah. So you pick up. What have you got? Are you a
And-
harp?
I was like a Strom, yeah.
Okay, so you have strummed on your harp, and yeah, you've created like a sort of haze of, like, I would say blinding lights in front of the goblin's eyes. He's not really going to be able to move. He's kind of swatting at them, like swatting at them like they were bugs in his face. Like he wants to get them out of his way,
Yes.
but it's not going well for him. That leaves Chevy.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going
That
to
was
attack.
perfect.
I know, right?
Kill him.
And of course, I have a shit roll, like always.
Yeah, you don't hit him.
You're a lover, not a fighter. It's painfully obvious.
Except
Apparently
I'm not.
so.
Heavy armor
Yeah,
killed
no.
it.
Not only are the blinding lights like distracting the goblin, but they're also giving a disadvantage to anyone attacking. So you've gone towards the goblin and tried to hit him, but also been sort of dazzled and blinded to a certain extent by Stoney's attempt at help.
Stage lights
Okay.
suck.
Oh, I've only got one roll to do. Hooray. Right, so disadvantage. Does not hit anything. He's kind of like flailing around trying to battle with the lights in front of his face. It's just a losing battle at this point. He's not doing well in any way, shape, or
Oh, poor
form.
little guy. Finish him.
Rip. Right, so that It's DT was first, yeah. Like,
Yep. So it's DT's turn.
you deal with this now.
Yeah, DT just steps up. Batter up. Boink. Jesus.
Boink.
Oh my god. See, this is the problem, right?
Made
DT's
such good
rolls
work.
are like fucking ridiculous, but if I up the damage or the health of things like I did last time, you will fucking die apart from her. So it's like, okay, right. So yeah, no, takes her stuff in true Shah fashion, bashes it around the head with a sideways swipe. Takes a serious amount of his health with him. It doesn't kill him. It is not as impressive as the ranger's attack for the previous one. But it takes off like, a sizable amount of damage. You can see that it's knocked out a tooth as it's hit like the side of its head as well. So there's a little bit of blood coming from his mouth.
Oh yeah,
You know.
it's my turn right after, isn't it?
Yeah.
I get all up in his business. His business. I'm gonna whack him. Oh shit. We're getting so lucky on these rolls.
This is where you will die in the next fight. Yeah, no, you definitely you take your mace and you've swung it towards the goblin, and you've managed to avoid the lights that are in front of his face. They are slowly fading, I might add, so it's giving you a bit more of like an easier view to hit him with. You've struck him pretty hard. He's still alive, but like, at this point he is unable to do anything
Nice.
of any damage to any of you.
Should we interrogate him?
He's pretty much on his last legs. I mean, you could, but everyone already knows that you're there anyway. It would depend on what you wanted to find out.
I would love to know how many of them there are. And which direction. Like, there's 2 directions right now. We just came up this hill, and there's like a left and a right. So I want to know like how many are that way and how many are that way. And I'm gonna show him the fucking finger.
I mean, you can, but you'll have to persuade Trixy not to kill him. Because it's Trixie's go next.
Right, okay.
So if you guys decide that you want to keep him alive for a bit, I mean, you can do it, but it's considering the fact that everyone knows that you're there, it might not be the wisest move.
Because they're probably already all coming for us.
But it'd just be handy to know what we're up against. Like, I have a feeling it could be like 3, or it could be like 30. It'd be nice.
The way she was giggling, I'm going with 30.
Well, I don't have any blunt weapons to like knock him out or anything.
I mean, he's pretty much on his knees by this point because, like, he's been beaten up by 2 very large bludgeoning weapons. So
I can like attempt to tie him up.
That's a good idea.
sure,
I do have rope.
I believe that's athletics. I'm gonna say that fails. I looked at that and was like,
Fuck! I can't tie a fucking knot.
yeah, no, you're like, in the heat of battle, your adrenaline's running a bit too high. Your hands like moved a bit too quickly. Like the rope kind of fell apart in your hands. Like we don't even know exactly how that happened. It just did. So you have essentially wasted 5 foot of your rope. So 5 foot of your rope has gone. We can't get that back. It's just kind of now a heap of like stuff behind the goblin. Like, you
It's
tried.
a Gordian knot
you
laying on the
failed.
ground.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just like a heap of rope on the floor, and you're just looking at it like, why? Yeah, we've got Mal and we've got Chevy afterwards.
Yeah, it's your turn, Mom.
Stony moves out closer to the group. Let me look at one thing.
And was that it?
Yeah, that was going to be it for me.
Okay,
Cool.
then I will try to tie him up since we want to apparently interrogate him. Said athletics.
Exactly.
Damn.
That was a critical fail.
You just look down and your own hands are tied together. Like, what the fuck?
Pretty much. Yeah, no, you attempt to try tie him up, instead you manage to fumble with the rope. You've sort of slightly tripped over. I'm gonna say you've taken 1 point of falling damage, because rip.
We all laugh at you.
I'm sorry.
The goblin laughs
said
at
I
you.
take
We
1
all
point
share
of
a moment.
damage?
Yeah, just 1 point of damage. You have sort of tripped. You've grazed your knee. Sort of that level of thing.
It's ridiculous. This
Mal,
game hates
Mal
me.
should.
Armor burn. You got armor burn.
I asked Mal to persuade this guy to just tell us how many goblins are in here,
You're still in combat.
and we'll let him go.
Yeah, we're still in combat. You gotta go in order.
So it's DT's turn, and let's be honest, DT's gonna hit it with a fucking stick.
Yeah, probably.
Because she ain't gonna give a fuck what you want to do with this goblin. Should we go on stream? I'll just yell it at her on stream.
Oh, it's dead.
It is definitely fucked.
Damn, I was so waiting to get to Stony, and Stony was literally going to go, sing me the song of your people.
Da, 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 da. Now we have 3 bodies to search.
Yeah, let's search 'em up. Ranger searches Ranger.
Over the top.
I'm on top of this one. I'm searching this one.
I just told her on stream that she's OP.
The only one of you that actually finds anything is Trixy, and Trixy finds 3 arrows in a quiver that is on the floor next to the slain archer. The rest of you have gone through the pockets of the other 2 goblins and found nothing much of use. I mean, you could pick up the weapons if you want to, but the shoddy craftsmanship, they wouldn't even sell for anything at all. They'd probably fall apart as you try to put them in your bag or carry them.
There's there's a copper piece, but it's got some goop on it, so you don't even want to take it.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, I need a break.
How much experience did we get?
150.
Yay,
Jesus.
I leveled up.
Which I feel like is too much considering the fact that you all fucking one-shot them.
That's okay, the last one was way too hard.
Yeah, it equals out. But yes, 150, because there was 3 of them, and they're each worth 50.
Is that 420?
Yep, that's 420.
420!
So, since that levels us up, what's the next level for experience
Yeah,
needed?
give me a second.
Should we just put 420
900. Yeah, XP for next level is now gone from 300 to 900, so if you just alter that one as well.
And then we're current XP 420, right? Okay, got it.
Give me a second.
And
Oh, are we not able to change our level?
No,
Yeah, I
levels
can't change it.
levels require a day of rest and sleep and stuff.
Oh.
You don't level on the fly.
We're not fucking around with your level 2 spells. We're doing none of that. That will always happen after the session, no matter whether you've leveled up in the middle or not. It's just the way it works.
Yay!
Yay! I'm
I
trying.
got my book.
Should.
Okay, cool. So it's just the 2 ways that we can go.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Well, the one near Mal, I think, leads to the bridge, which leads to that
Yeah.
pathway we saw. So,
Yeah.
and then so we have just like going across the water and then further kind of keep going up the mountain.
Yeah, and there's these other stairs right over here that I just revealed.
Yeah, I think the stairs probably.
I mean, I'll give you some teasery things. You can't actually hear, like, the original goblin that was on the bridge. You can hear him continuing to yell throughout the cave. Like, you can hear a faint echo of the fact that, like, there are people coming through the cave with what he is assuming is nefarious intent, considering the fact that you've left like a trail of bodies behind you. And, like, you know, the noise of the previous encounter that you've just done has also, like, echoed through the rest of the cave, so everyone knows that, like, you guys are here and you intend to wipe people out.